Hello students, Miss Lockhart here. I'm so excited to draw this fun cylinder with a cactus in it with you all. So make sure your paper is tall, or in other words vertical. You have your pencil ready, and let's get started. I would like for you to try to find a good spot in the middle, near the middle. Put a dot. And now I want you to do an oval, which is like a really squished circle from the top of the dot. So watch me. I'm gonna sketch it, which means I'm gonna go around and around until I'm happy with my oval. You can do the same thing. Looks like an egg. And once you're happy with your oval, about in the middle of your page, you can erase the lines that you don't like. So you can go ahead and start to do that if you want. So this is how we're gonna sketch. We use our pencil and we go around and around until we find the lines that we like. And then make sure you go over it so you know which line you chose. And there we have our oval. Great job, everybody. That's the first step, oval in the middle. Now, check it out. I'm going to be drawing a line that goes down the middle. Did you see I did an invisible line? Now I'm going to do the real line right in the middle of the oval. See, it's just a line that goes down the middle of the oval, and then further bring that middle line on pretty close to the bottom of the page. And then put a happy face on the bottom of it, which is a curved line. And you want that curve to be similar to the curve of the oval. Do you see how I'm sketching going back and forth? And look how it's similar to the curve of the oval above it. Now my favorite part is connecting these shapes. Now on both sides, draw a straight line that's tall or vertical from the oval down to the bottom curve. Do you see I did my two straight lines? Now we do not need the middle line anymore. That middle line was just to help us, to guide us. So you can erase that middle line when you're done. Now please don't forget, you can pause the video. This might be a great time to pause in case you need a few more minutes to finish these steps. Once you finish that, congratulations, you have completed a cylinder. Now let's add a cactus to it. I love drawing cactuses because they're an organic shape. It's a fun curved line. You can make your own cactus design if you want, or you can follow along with me. So I'm gonna do a really fun curvy cactus. Starting now. So I'm bringing my curve to the left side, and then I'm gonna go up, keeping it curved. And I'm gonna bring it down a little bit so it kind of looks like a finger. And then make another curved line. It's like a loop. Oh, it's almost a heart. And remember, you can make yours look however you want. You do not need to copy it exactly. And I'm gonna go back up and do another big curvy line for the top of the cactus. I'm up again. It's almost like another giant heart, but not quite. And I'm gonna bring it down and up. See how fun it is just to create your own cool organic shape? An organic shape is a shape you see in nature that has no actual name. You could say it looks like a cactus. Okay. Cool, everybody. I hope you had fun making your own cactus design or following along. Look what I'm doing here. I'm putting a curve at the bottom of my cactus. Do a curve at the bottom when you're connecting your two sides, the ends of your line. Now we have to be sure to erase the back of that cylinder line, the oval line that you made, that little cookie or egg. Do you see how you could see the background of it? You could see it through the cactus. So I erased that. Now I'm gonna draw a little flower on top of my cactus. You can create any kind of flower for your cactus. You don't even have to add a flower if you want to leave it how it is. Try and remember what cactuses flowers look like, but this is gonna look a little different. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna bring, let's see, I put my cactus a little too tall, a little high up, so I'm gonna need to bring my cactus closer to the flower so it can meet it and touch it. So I'm gonna add a little bit there to that cactus. Okay, now I'll erase the first line of the cactus that didn't meet the flower. And remember, yours is gonna look different, so you may put your flower right on top. Who knows? You might not have to change yours. Maybe you want to change yours anyways. Who knows? You can be creative. I really mostly wanted you to learn how to draw that cylinder. Okay, so I'm going to finish up my flower here. I'll probably add another one. And I'm just doing more curved lines, kind of like a bunch of ovals side by side for the petals of the flower. Okay, you can see I'm adding another flower over here. Remember, you don't have to if you want to keep your cactus how it is. I'm doing that by adding more curved lines around the center of the flower, which is an oval. Lots of ovals today. Okay, now let's make our cylinder, which is the thing the cactus is in. Let's give it some detail. Let's add some little rocks inside. A lot of cactuses have little rocks next to them. They like to grow in rocky dirt. So let's add some fun, organic rock shapes. They can be ovals, they can be circles, they can have curved lines, they can be big or small. There's no wrong shape for our pebbles or rocks. Okay. It's gonna be so fun to color this. When we're done with our drawing, next week we'll color. Okay, so I've done a lot of pebbles. Now I want to add some details to the actual cylinder. I'm gonna make it look like a can. Now look how I'm making curved lines down the base, down the cylinder, all the way until the bottom. And these curved lines are about the same curve as the bottom curve, the little happy face like I called it at the bottom. The curves are the same as that. So you just bring them up the cylinder. Now, I always add a horizon line, which is a line that goes from the left side of the paper to the right side, behind the cactus. So you want to skip over the jar or the cylinder. Sorry, it's a can, not a jar. You want to skip over the can when you do that horizontal line I just did. Now, you may not have time to outline your drawing today and add spikes, but you may as well. So if you do have some time, you can grab a green marker or any material that you have. It could be a colored pencil, crayon, and go ahead and draw some short little spiky lines all over the cactus. And make those lines go pointed, kind of up, and make them come off the cactus. So they are coming off the outline of the cactus. Fill your cactus in with these short little spiky lines. That gives it awesome spiky texture. Did you notice that the rocks we drew below gave it rough texture? And the lines that we drew on the cylinder gave it bumpy texture. Okay, so I'm gonna speed this up and show you these spikes that I'm doing in my outline, and I'm gonna go over my flowers with pink and brown for my rocks and gray for my can. And I made my horizon line pink for fun. Okay, save your art for next week. We'll finish coloring it next week. Thank you so much for following along, and be sure to turn in your cool cone, ice cream cone drawing from last week. Bye everyone.